All right. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining us for tonight's team call. We have 4 days to the end of the month. So make sure and today's Tuesday, as always, share some transformations. You can ask in our team page if anybody has any transformations that you can share. Let's, get 80-day obsession excitement again. We have our one group starting on April 2nd, and then we have another group or team group starting on April 16th. So either of those groups, you want to get people in on 80-day obsession. So share your journey, share other people's journey. Instagram stories, as always, has been awesome for me. So make sure that you're using that to your fullest potential. So other announcements, some same as last week. Super Saturday, cannot stress how freaking important it is to get to that. I've been to every single one for the past 5 years. Success leaves clues, and I think going to events is definitely one of them. So make sure that you go to one. If you have no idea what it is, ask your upline. They can let you know. Beach bars. So my bars I've been dying for are finally coming on April 7th. We'll be able to order. There's going to be different package options that you can get, and we'll kind of disperse that as that comes out. Coach Summit, that's another huge event. That is our yearly event where Super Saturday is just a quarterly event, but it will be in Indiana, June 21st through the 24th. If you are FYI flying from New Jersey, Newark has flights for only $200. So if you're like, oh, that's a lot of money, or how can I afford that? Guys, $200, break it down. How many challenge packs do you need to sell? 4? I don't know. I'm bad at math, but I think it's around 4. I'm pretty sure that you can do that by June 21st, right? Share rooms with somebody. We always, that cuts down on the hotel costs. That alone will absolutely not just change your business, but it's super fun as well, of course. Okay. Daily Sunshine, last 4 days for it to be on sale. Normally it's $130. So for customers, it's $99. Coaches, it's $75. I love it. I get the little packets, and if I need a snack or something real quick, I grab and go. And it's also good. Sometimes I will send that to my new coaches, or I'll send it for challenge group prizes as well. I already talked about the new 80-day obsession group starting. Make sure that you invite to them, right? I think it's tomorrow is March 28th for the Coach Opportunity webinar. Take a screenshot all of this, guys, so you can remember. That will be the same link as our team call. So it will be me, Leah, and Ashley will tell our story. I'll do a little bit of a webinar about what the coaching opportunity is. So it's great for you to get on so you can understand how to talk to people about this business. 2, it's a great way to invite people, whether it's somebody on social media that you're like, I love them, they're positive, they're outgoing, I want them to be on my team, or maybe somebody that's in that's a challenger of yours that's seeing results from 80-day obsession. Just invite them. Doesn't mean they have to sign up, right? All you can say is, hey, I thought you'd really be great at this whole coaching thing. I don't know if you've ever thought about it, but we have this coach webinar tomorrow night. Do you want to watch it? Do you want to just take a look at it, right? You're not saying, do you want to sign up? No. Do you just want to take a look at this coach webinar? So that's going to be tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Same link as team call. If you haven't heard, Autumn is doing coach training group. So it's going to be just for coaches. It's not going to be a challenge group per se. It's just going to be her training coaches on how to market 80-day obsession and give more. It's going to be more of a business oriented group that is only for coaches who sell a challenge 80-day obsession challenge pack. I'm gonna have a tough time tonight. From March 19th through April 23rd. If you do sell an 80-day obsession package, you will get an email to be added into her group. And then lastly, for the announcements, and then we'll get to tonight's team call, is our Leadership Academy. So me, my upline, Lisa, and a few other leaders that I know from other teams are going to be running this training. It's going to be for only Emerald coaches and above, right? So the reason we did that is it's a leadership training for people who want to grow their business. If you're not Emerald or above, not that you don't want to grow a business, but you need to learn how to walk first before you run. So this training is going to be a little bit more intense. So we want to make sure that if you're serious about this, you got to be Emerald, right? And guys, it's 7 days until April 2nd. If you want to make it happen, you could absolutely make it happen. I signed up Dave and I signed up my mom, boom, Emerald, done. I was serious about this business. I had no idea what I was doing, but I just went for it anyways. So if you want to seriously get into that group, ask your upline for help on how to reach Emerald. And obviously you have to be an active coach to get into that group. There is going to be a money pot, meaning you can put in $20. And if you reach one of the leadership ladder placements, that you can get the pot. So if you and only one other person reach that goal, then guess what? You share the entire pot of everybody that put in $20. You don't have to do that. That's just an option if you are one of those people who are motivated by that kind of thing. All right. So for tonight's team call, I kind of didn't know what to talk about, but while I was kind of eating my pre-workout and eating my breakfast before I worked out, I was like, all right, let me just make this quick, like little PowerPoint. So it's kind of like a mix of a little bit of personal development and tough love, as always. And I just thought it would be great for new coaches, old coaches, doesn't really matter. You can all get something out of tonight's call. Yeah, Mallory, the PayPal, I think, is in the post that I made in the team page. So if you search for that, it should be right there. It's not going to me. It's going to one of the other leaders, but she's taking hold of all of that. But I'll be posting about it again. So if you can't find that original post, I'll make sure that I post it. So for tonight's call, I wanted to talk about what action it takes to succeed in this business. And I picked this topic too because sometimes I get off of my A game, right? Like, I'm human. I'm not perfect. I'm not the perfect coach. And there is no perfect coach out there, right? But I was like just feeling like that. Like, I just didn't have a lot of energy. Like, yes, I was feeling great from 80-day obsession and all that kind of stuff, but I just didn't feel motivated. And when I don't feel motivated, and even if I'm reading personal development, I always reach out to Lisa, my upline, and I'm like, dude, I need to talk. And sometimes just talking it out just kind of snaps me out of it. And I knew what I was doing. I was not taking any action. So being in a constant state of action and moving forward is going to be that motivation for you to get started. So even if you're a brand new coach and you're like, well, what action should I take? I don't care. Do anything. Do the things that I talk about tonight. That's just going to propel you to move forward and be progressing. And we'll talk about progressing too. But man, I was like binge watching Netflix like so hard. Damn Walking Dead. And I felt so crappy, right? And it was because I was doing my vital behaviors, but I wasn't really following the routine, the normal like working routine that I normally do. And don't get me wrong, like I think it's great to take like a day off, and I'm not saying like go like 24/7, like I'm not about that. But sometimes when you watch, like you do like a binge of Netflix, and I'm just using that as an example because that's kind of like what I was experiencing. If you do it one day, it's like, oh, the next day you want to see what else happens. And then you're like, screw it. What happens next day and then all of a sudden you become like sucked into this vortex. So you can even relate it to your business in a sense of like, you stop inviting for a day, and then the second day you don't do any invites, and then the third day you don't do any invites. Same with your workout. One day you're like, I felt sick, right? But then the second day you feel fine and you still don't work out. And then the third day you're still fine, but you just don't have the motivation and you don't work out. And it's just like that one inaction leads to just stagnant. I can't even say the word, just stagnancy. So where you're just staying still and not do anything. That's why just taking any action is really so important. And that's kind of what we'll be talking about. And what I was saying too is, I'm not saying work 24/7. Like no, you're going to get completely freaking burned out, and that sucks. And that's why I wanted to be a coach, right? Because I was burnt out with the job that I was doing, and I needed another way out. So this is not about how long you work or how long you take action in a sense of like hours. It's not about the quantity. It's about the quality of those actions that you do and making those actions, those important actions, a priority. And it all comes down to being a master of your own time. And I think we all could use a good dose of time management. And I know I need a reminder of that every now and then, because most of us start this business. We already have a full-time job. We already have kids. We already have dogs. We already have husband, wife, go on and on and on, right? So we need to make our time doing this business effective, efficient. That way we can obviously live the rest of our lives and be happy and not do this 24/7. That's not what this is about. So if you guys have not heard of Brian Tracy, he is a personal development guru, somebody that I read, I would say like right off the bat when I became a new coach. I think I read like at least 5 of his books right away. So a lot of the notes that I have tonight are quotes from him. And I think they like really just sink in. And you know what? Let me make this a little bit bigger. That works, right? So the need to be selective, and this is selective with your time, selective with the actions that you are doing. So time management is essential to developing good habits for success. Your ability to select your most important task at each moment. Get started on that task and get it done both quickly and well will probably have more of an impact on your success than any other quality or skill that you can develop. So breaking that down is just do something and focus on that one thing. How many times have you said, all right, I'm going to make an invite, and then you get this stupid notification from Facebook that someone liked something or that somebody posted something in another group, and what do? You go and chase it, and you go down that damn Facebook rabbit hole. An hour goes by and you're like, darn, I never made that invitation. So this is what I'm talking about when you have to be focused, you have to be selective on your most important tasks. And when we're coming down to the Beachbody world, your important tasks are the vital behaviors. And we'll obviously talk about that. But one of Brian Tracy's really great quick book is called Eat That Frog. So it's typically the most important thing that will move your business forward that you don't want to do. So like inviting people to the business opportunity, inviting people to your challenge groups. That is the most important thing that's going to move your business forward, but the thing that most people will not do. And that's what makes a successful person. Not that they have any other skills, but they're willing to do what other people won't do. It doesn't take any more skill to send an invite. Like you can send an invite. My dad could send a freaking invite. It doesn't matter. It's just that, are you willing to do that? And are you willing to be focused on that important task? So that's what that book, if you haven't read it, get it. It's quick. I mean, you can go through that like in a day, 2 days, done. But it talks about eating that frog, doing the most important thing first in your day. And if you know Carl Daikeler, our CEO, he calls them donuts. So we were, some of us were in like a group with him where he made us do like 20 donuts first thing in the morning. So before our workout, we would go on social media. We would see who liked our posts. We would see who comments. Now we would see who is watching our Instagram stories, and we would send what he called donuts. I don't know why he called them donuts. Oh, I think it had something to do with like baseball bats, and you put a donut on and you swing. So his analogy was like, you have to get up to bat to swing. If you're not getting up to bat to invite people, you're not going to move your business forward. It doesn't matter if you love 8-Day Obsession or you love Shakeology. If you're not inviting people, if you're not getting up to bat, you're not doing the most important thing. So that's why you need to make a plan, make a schedule where you're doing that most important thing first, making it quick and effective. Not that it's going to take you all day long, right? Like, we don't want this to take all day long. This business is made to do in pockets of time, whether it's 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. So an example is what you can do to make your time efficient is when you're drinking your Energize, or like how I made this PowerPoint presentation while I was eating my breakfast. You can send out 20 invites, right? So you're drinking your Energize. The day before, what did you do? You did a boomerang of you making your Energize, right? You put that on your Instagram stories yesterday. So today, when you're drinking your Energize, you're going to go back. You're going to look at your Instagram stories. You're going to see who watched it. You're going to look and send a message to those people on your Instagram stories and say, hey, I see that you've been watching my Instagram stories. I don't know if you'd be interested, but I have a new challenge group where I'm helping people with their health and fitness goals starting April 2nd. Have you ever thought about joining my group? Plain simple, get it out. Don't even think about it. Don't let that story of, what if they say no? What if they think I'm a weirdo? What if this? What if that? No, you have to shut that story off, and you need to just send those 20 invites, because why? You're going to get it done quickly, effectively, and then you're not going to be saying, I'm doing this all day long. No, to send those 20 invites without getting inside your brain and letting those old stories back you out, letting that fear back you out of sending those invites, you'll get that done in 5 minutes. You'll get it done probably before you fully drink your Energize. So that's 5 minutes right there. After and this is pretty much like what I do. Like, after I do my workout, I have my recover, I have my raspberries, right? That's when I'll post my workout videos from that day. And then the next day, that's when I go back to those workout videos, and those are the people that I'm going to be inviting. So you have to make a plan and see what most important task are you going to start doing in the beginning of your day, when you're drinking your Energize, when you're eating your pre-workout meal, that you can do in 5 minutes. And if you're not doing Instagram stories, start doing it right now. Take a picture of our slide and put that on Instagram stories saying you're on a team call. Whoop, whoop, right? Tag people, whatever. Just post stuff on Instagram. Action, action, action. Okay. So develop good habits of success, right? It's habits. That's what we're doing. We're creating a habit and becoming action-oriented. So just like your workouts, just like drinking Shakeology, like, I don't think I missed a workout in 5 years unless I had surgery. That was the only times that I've not worked out. So for me, doing a workout is like breathing. Like, it's a non-negotiable. I wake up, I do my workout. Typically, like, I don't wait till the afternoon, because if I do, like, I won't want to do it. I will, but I know without a shadow of doubt, being a product of the product, proof the product works, like, I have to get my workout done. That's non-negotiable. Like, duh. Same thing with Shakeology. Like, I have to drink it if I want other people to drink it, right? So just like that, these actions that you're doing have to become a habit. Like you're breathing, like you wake up from bed and bam, it happens. 5 minutes. All right. So another quote from Brian Tracy. Your success in life and work will be determined by the kind of habits that you develop over time. The habit of setting priorities, overcoming procrastination. Yes, I'm guilty of that too. Being action-oriented and getting on with your most important tasks is a mental and physical skill. As such, this habit is learnable through practice and repetition over and over again until it locks into your subconscious mind and becomes a permanent part of your behavior. Once it becomes a habit, it becomes both automatic and easy to do. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, doing my workout is automatic. So it's going to be very uncomfortable sending out invites. It is. That's just the nature of doing anything new. But through practice and repetition and doing it over and over again, just like day 1, we did day 2, day 3, and now we're at day 60, whatever. Like, that built strength, that built stamina. Same thing as sending an invite. Your invites in the beginning are going to, suck. My invites in the beginning absolutely sucked. But through practice and repetition and doing things over and over again, I learned. So, and I still hear this from even like veteran coaches of, I need to learn more to be successful in this. No, you don't need to learn anything more. New coaches, yeah, you do need to learn some things, but like you shouldn't be in this business in, a year in, 2 years in, 3 years in saying, I need to learn more to be successful. No, that's just a BS story you're telling yourself that's holding yourself back. What you need to do is just take some action and create those good habits. That way you're not using an excuse of, I need to learn more. There's nothing more you need to learn besides these vital behaviors. And if you've been a coach for more than 2 weeks, you know these vital behaviors. First one, inviting, right? What my main focus of this call is focusing on, because that's the most important thing that's going to build your business. Being proof the product works. Drink your shake, do your workout, do a program from start to finish. Do it like it's supposed to be intended. Don't get me wrong. I've messed up with containers here and there. Yes, like I'm not perfect, like I said, but I'm trying my best. I'm doing my best. That's all we can ask of ourselves. That's all I'm going to ask of you is to do your best, right? Personal development. Now, you might think like personal development might come before inviting, and I'll say they're kind of tied. But even if you don't have the confidence to invite, if you invite enough, you're going to build that confidence. Just like doing a new habit, you're going to learn. Repetition is the mother of all teaching tools. I'll say that again. Repetition is the mother of all teaching tools. So even if you suck in the beginning, you're going to do it over and over again. So you might not have that confidence, but that's where personal development and inviting come into play. You're going to build that muscle in your brain that I can do this, right? Let me just make sure in my notes that I have everything that I'm doing. Don't need to know everything. Good. Yeah, so if you're new and you don't know everything right away too, like this business is about numbers. So what you don't know, what you don't have in skills yet, you can make up in numbers, meaning more people that you can invite. So maybe you don't know about how to get to Emerald or team bonus cycles. Who cares? Invite more people and you're going to make up for that. And then as you invite more people, you're going to get better and better and better at it. Yeah, so it's not how much you know, but how fast you can get things done. So if you can send out, like I said, 20 invites in 5 minutes, or you can get in your head and let 5 invites take you an hour, see where you can do this in way less time if you don't get inside your head and start worrying and wondering and overthinking things. And that's one thing too, like don't overthink it. You're going to learn. There's scripts that we have in our team page. Go in the file section. There's things that you can say, hey, to your upline, send a screenshot. How should I respond to this, right? You see people posting in the team page all the time. How do I respond to this? Now, don't do that every single time you have a conversation. If you're a new coach, yeah, you might need some guidance right in the beginning. But after 2-3 months, try on your own. If you make a mistake, then guess what? Next time, you just don't make that mistake, right? You're going to learn as you go. All this stuff, it's easy to do, right? But it's also easy not to do. It's easy to get stuck in Netflix and watch The Walking Dead for hours on end. It is, trust me. But it's also easy to stop that and just kind of like reprogram yourself. And that's what you're doing with these repetitions with practice over and over again, is you're reprogramming yourself, your prefrontal cortex to do the activities that you need to do. So you have to find something that's going to snap you out of it, whether you're in a funk or you need to stop watching Netflix or you need to stop doing something else like scrolling on Facebook or going into those notifications, or how many times are you freaking checking your email? And it's like spam, right? But you hear that ding and you're like, ooh, what is that? Ooh, what is that? You don't need to look at that every single second. You need to focus on the task at hand, get that done, and then you can schedule your emails of, and this is what I do in the morning. I don't even really look at my emails in the morning. I only typically do it like once in the afternoon and I'm done. Like I hate looking at email. It's a freaking time sucker. So you have to find something that's going to snap you out of it, whether it's turning off all those notifications, reaching out to your upline, asking for help, whether it is just taking a day off to relax and clear your head. But if you notice the second day, your butt's not moving, then maybe taking off isn't for you. You have to kind of find your rhyme of reason, your rhythm. If just doing one thing for you to stay in action, maybe just posting on Facebook, just to keep you in that motion, then that's what you need to do. But you need to do something. You need to find that action to know what's going to be best and work right for you. Okay, so let me escape for a second because I want to see, no, my computer, there we go. I want to see what you guys are going to comment, and I really want you to do this, so hopefully you guys are paying attention and you're not doing something else. I want you to comment in the comment section, what vital behaviors you got done today. Now be honest with yourself. Like I don't care if you did it or not. You're not growing my business, you're growing your business. So be accountable. Let us know what vital behaviors you got done today. And I'll read this quote and then I'll kind of take a look. So on an average person who develops the habit of being action-oriented and getting important tasks completed quickly will run circles around a genius who talks a lot and makes a wonderful plan, but who gets very little done. So that's what I mean by it does not take skills to do this. You just need to have that one skill of doing an action. And I don't even think that takes any skill. Anyone can do an invite, right? So I'll participate with this. What vital behaviors did I do today? I invited, I was proof the product works, I did personal development in my car, I drove all over New Jersey because that's what I love to do. And the entire time I listened to personal development and I recognize people on my Instagram stories. Guys, like recognition, yes, is obviously a great way to pump other people up. Like when I see a new coach, like made her first post, heck yeah, like you girl, like you freaking rock, like you are awesome. Like, sure, maybe there was something that she could have tweaked in her new post, but who freaking cares? She took action. I'm going to recognize her for that. So yes, do recognition to pump people up, to show them that like they're on the right track. And then that is a great way to show people in your Instagram stories, like, yeah, other people are seeing success besides me with 80-day obsession. Awesome, guys. Yay. Oh, Dawn did a 3-way call. Yes, guys, 3-way calls. I know that's like so weird. We don't do many of them, right? But like that's what me and Lisa did when I first started as a coach. Like those 3-way calls is how you're going to learn. Repetition. Those calls suck. I do. I still, I'm okay with phone calls now. But in the beginning, like I hated phone calls. I sweated bullets, but repetition, practice. National wake up call, workout, drink my shake, worked out, drank shake, considering this my PD. Yes, I would totally consider this your PD, Courtney. Worked out, drank Shako, did the workout, read my PD book, drank Shako, and invited. Yes, someone invited. Awesome. Irvin invited too, made connections. Great. That's part of the invitation process, is making new people, growing your network. All right, awesome, cool. Ooh, yes, Ashley invited to the webinar. So there's many things you can invite to, right? You can invite to the challenge group, or you can invite to the business opportunity. So invite people to tomorrow night's call. Sweet. All right. What did I want to add anything to this? So you taking that step and that step backwards of when you're sending an invite and you go, ooh, should I send this? Should I not? Should I word it differently? You're self-sabotaging yourself, right? If you've ever read like the 5-second rule, you just need to send it, or else you're going to talk yourself out of it. So stop self-sabotaging yourself and just hit enter, right? And make your posts like when you feel good. So typically, like, I will read or listen to my personal development, I'll get an idea, and I'll make a post. So today, like, I did some shopping. I took a selfie in the mirror with like some clothes I was trying on, and in the car ride home, I was like, all right, what am I gonna post about? Let me just squeeze my tea for a second. And what she was talking about in the personal development was about being bold, about not being small, about pushing yourself down. I was like, you know what? Like, that's a great post. I'm going to incorporate that in my post today. So when you are feeling that energy, when you're feeling that excitement, when you are doing those actions, like, that's a great time to make a post, because you're feeling that energy, and that post is going to come out so much more authentic, so much more real. And it's not going to be like a struggle, like, oh, what should I post? What should I post? What should I post? Listen to some PD, get on a national wake up call. Listen, I'm preaching to the choir. Hop on, listen to a recording of a team call. And that will give you ideas to create that flow, to create that juice of creating that content, right? It's about content, almost like content being creative, right? And that's only going to happen through progress. And this is what Tony Robbins, he's another person that I love for personal development. He talks about if you're not progressing, you're going to be unhappy. So if you've ever, like, see celebrities and they're like the most miserable people ever, they have, really bad alcohol problems or drug problems or whatever, and you look at them and you're like, geez, like, how can those people be so unhappy? They're like ridiculous, like, they're so full of themselves, whatever you want to say, right? But the reason that those people are so unhappy is because they're not seeing progress. They're stagnant. There's something in their life that is just standing still. So before I started Beachbody as an athletic trainer, I felt stagnant. I had no goals. I had nothing to look forward to. And I was so unhappy. And I felt guilty because I would say, Jesus, like, right out of college, like, I got this great job. I'm making, some good money. Like, I have a really great boyfriend. I have this, I just bought my first condo at the time. How the hell am I unhappy? Like, that's so unfair. But it was because I was not making any progress. So, and I think this is our last quote, I promise. Whenever you complete a task of any size or importance, you feel a surge of energy, enthusiasm, and self-esteem. That's where you build confidence, right? The more important the completed task, the happier, more confident, and powerful you feel about yourself and the world. Important task completion triggers endorphin release in your brain. These endorphin release gives you a natural high. Makes sense, right? When you work out, even though working out, the exercise gives you endorphins, but just the completion of the workout gives you the endorphin rush. The endorphin rush that follows successful completion of any tasks makes you feel more positive, personable, creative, and confident. So just doing any important task that you're like, and we call it like, and it is, eat that frog, do that one thing. If all you complete today is that one thing, then guess what? You get to be proud of yourself. You can call yourself a success. You got it done. That's it. Guys, when you make a list of 1,000,000 things to do in your day, it's impossible to get it done. And then you feel like a failure. You go, geez, I didn't get all this stuff done. I'm a freaking failure. No, you just made the wrong damn list. You made your list way too long. So that's why it's fine that one important task that you're going to do that's going to move your business forward, that's going to make you successful. So it's that one frog that you're going to eat every single day that you're going to say, yes, I completed that today. I'm good. I'm happy. Whatever other craziness happens throughout the day, maybe I don't do my personal development because crap, like shit hit the fan. That's okay. I got my invites done in 5 minutes in the morning because I made it a routine and I did it over and over and over again. So ask yourself, How are you feeding these feelings? How are you getting your energy up, your enthusiasm? How are you progressing to create that emotion, right? So if you're saying like, I'm just not happy, like I don't feel that energy, you got to create that energy within you. Find something else that makes you happy. If it's not like, for me, what makes me happy in this business is talking to new people, is helping new coaches. Like I love helping new coaches when I see them start like posting and they say somebody wants to see this or that. Like that is exciting for me. So find what in this business makes you excited. Is it helping a challenger? Is it helping a new coach? Is it waking up on Thursday morning and seeing an awesome paycheck? Like that, you can absolutely see progress with your income and damn right be happy for it because you're making lives way better because you are able to have an impact on them. Okay, so I wanted to post this because I thought it was pretty funny and interesting. Before I became a coach, like I said, I was stuck in a rut. I hated my life. I was depressed and I was like, why? Like, this is ridiculous. And you guys know I have like a QVC obsession. So I was watching QVC and this guy, Tony Robbins, came on and he was selling these DVDs on personal development. And I'm like, man, this guy's like a freaking quack. He's huge, his head's large, and he sounds really scary. But people were calling in with testimonies like, oh, this thing changed my life. Da, da, da. I was like, all right, you know what? For like, that was a lot of money. I think it was like maybe like $350. To me at that time, $350 for DVDs was expensive for me. But I was like, you know what? If I don't do anything, I'm going to be just stuck here complaining next year. So I got Tony Robbins. I think it was like Unleash the Power Within. And it came with DVDs and it came with this workbook. And in the workbook, it pretty much like really made us like hone in on our goals and even pulling them out of you because I didn't even know what I wanted for myself. At the time I think I was going through insanity or I might have completed it. I'm not sure. But I got that action moving. I saw that progress happening with insanity. And I think really that is what took my foot, taking that next step into getting this whole Tony Robbins personal development thing. I was not a coach yet, but this is what I wrote. I wanted to be a Beachbody coach to help me with my finances. I wanted to make $1,500 in sales. Now, guys, this was like ever. Like in my entire Beachbody coach career, I just wanted to make $1,500. And I don't say this to say, look at me. I make way more than that in a single week now in my earnings with Beachbody. So I had no freaking clue the possibilities with this business until I had a vision, until I wrote my goals down, until I was able to just even dream and think about it. Like I had no idea, but unless you get clear with yourself, you don't know what you can accomplish. I wanted to get 2 coaches underneath of me. And guess what I did? I signed up Dave, he was my boyfriend at the time. And I signed up my mom, boom, emeralds, right? And at this point, like I didn't even sign up yet. And what was my action to take on these goals? Well, I had to talk to Lisa. She was my upline, right? So I had to get on the phone with her. I had to do the second task, just freaking sign up, right? I couldn't make $1,500 in sales if I wasn't even a freaking coach yet. So it just goes to show you guys that like we all start from somewhere. I had to start from somewhere, and that was just a dream, right? Like knowing back then, did I really even think I could make $1,500 in sales? Hell no. Would that have been cool? Yes, and yes it is. But don't underestimate what you can do in a year. My first year at Beachbody, I believe I made $5,000. Nothing earth-shattering, but hey, like pretty freaking cool. My second year, I think I was at like 35,000. Yeah, I'll definitely take that over 1,500. So I kept writing my goals. Each month, I would write down my goals. How many people did I want to help? What was the income that I wanted to earn? I didn't say when I wrote this, I didn't say I might like to make, or I maybe would like to make. I said, no, I want to make $1,500. So when you're writing your goals, making your vision, make sure it's clear, make sure it's firm. Don't use wishy-washy words as like, I hope if I could. No, I'm going to make $1,500. I am an Emerald coach. I am a Diamond coach. You have to believe it. Fake it. Even if you don't believe it, you have to freaking fake it until you make it. And even if you don't believe in yourself yet, like those actions is what is going to get you to believe in yourself, right? Those actions are going to get other people to believe in you. So posting consistently, daily, day after day after day after day. Maybe the first month or 2 months, people don't believe you, but after the third, fourth, fifth, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, people are going to start believing in you. You're going to start to believe in yourself. And if you don't, then obviously nobody else will. But you just have to, when I wrote all that stuff down, like I had to fake it till I made it. Like, man, I wasn't even a coach yet, but I just had to start somewhere, right? I made a decision. That's what happened. I said, I drew the line in the sand and I said, I'm going to be a coach. I'm going to be an Emerald coach and I'm going to make $1,500. How was I disciplined? I didn't even have cable back then. I was too cheap. I was too cheap to even have cable. I stole my internet off of my neighbor. So instead, I was disciplined. I got on team calls. I got on every freaking call I possibly could when my internet would work, because sometimes I couldn't even connect to my neighbor. And at that time, like, I don't even know if we had like what cell plan service I had. I don't think I had unlimited. So I read a book. I was disciplined and I was determined. I didn't care how long it took me to become Emerald, Ruby, Diamond. I don't care how long it took me to earn $1,500. I was going to continue no matter what, because I had a vision. So if you guys are feeling stuck, if you're uninspired, if you're not feeling the happiness in this, you have to find what's driving you, right? You have to find that progress. What in your life is sucking you dry? What in your life do you need to do differently to move you forward, to get that determination, to get that fire back up? You can do it instantly, even if you feel like you're stuck in a hole and your fire is just like kaput. Like, you can reignite it instantly when you find that vision of why you're doing this. What type of progress in your life do you want to see? Because you guys all know, right? Like, I was able to write down my goal of I wanted to freaking leave my full-time job and do this full-time, and it happened. Didn't happen in a month, 2 months, 3 months, happened in 2.5 years, right? You guys can do it sooner than me. I hope you all do, if that's what you want. If that's what you want, right? You have to find what you want. You are the one painting the picture with everything that you do and everything that you don't do, right? So if you're saying, I'm not going to do this because I'm not making a mistake, no, you're making a mistake by not doing anything. So stay in a constant state of action, and that progress is going to move you forward, because you're going to be happy and you're going to keep doing those things that make you happy. All right, not bad with time. That is all I got for tonight, guys. But if you want to ask questions, hang on. I am going to start probably in 5 minutes with a getting started right call. So if you are a new coach on our team, or if you are a coach and just want to listen to learn, you can stay on. I'm going to, oh no, I did record. Okay.